Welcome to this video review about a Steiner hunting rifle scope called Ranger 2.5 to 10 by 50. This is the latest addition to Steiner family of Ranger rifle scopes, and this scope was first introduced at EVA show or at SHOT Show. I think at EVA, at EVA in 2019 in Nuremberg. These scopes, the whole series, came out in 2017, so 2 years prior, and it featured 4 models at the start: 1 to 4 by 24, then 2 to 8 by 42, 3 to 12 by 56, and 4 to 16 by 56. I think it was a really smart move for them that they also introduced the 50mm objective lens. So now they have 2 models in this series that almost lack the competition in their class, and this is 2.10 by 50, this one, and 2 to 8 by 42. And I think this is a great addition because to this series, because a lot of people think that 3 to 12 by 56 is just too big and too heavy for them. It's also a much bigger scope than this one. So I like the approach that Steiner also produces those models which are maybe less popular in general, but at the end they're the only producer at the market that does make them. So it's a big plus. All of these scopes are priced between 900 and 1,200 euros. This one in particular is 1,050 euros. It's really modern, as you can see in its design, and also the design is really, you can immediately see that it's made by Steiner. All the design features are very common with their binoculars, and they speak the same design language. And I think this is also a big plus. It's fully waterproofed. It's rated for all the calibers you can imagine. Even 300 Win Mag or similar will not cause any problems. It's filled with nitrogen, and it works in the wide temperature range, all the way from -25 to +65. It's really compact, only 31 centimeters in length. It's also very light, 640 grams only. So it's tailor-made for the European hunters. And this is an all-rounder scope, which can be used, I would say, all the way from low light use to stalking and everything in between. So it's a very versatile scope. You can use it for all the types of hunting you can imagine. It comes in the box with a Steiner, you can see Steiner logo, bikini scope covers. There are also flip-up covers available as an accessory. Here you have a reticle manual where you see all the reticle subtensions, and normally a general manual where you get all the information needed in many different languages about the scope. How to zero it. You also get all the technical details about all 5 models in this manual. So they have the same manual for all 5 models. The warranty is 10 years, and the scope itself, even though Steiner is a German company, they've been formed in the 50s, and they're really well known for their production of binoculars. I think they are the biggest producer of binoculars in Europe at the moment. And they're also one of the biggest producer of military optics in Europe. So a lot of military contracts about binoculars and also tactical rifle scopes go to Steiner. These scopes are, however, made in USA because Steiner is part of Beretta Group, and normally Beretta Group has a lot of different companies. And because their production facilities in Germany are quite limited due to the production of binoculars and tactical scopes, these scopes are produced in the US. But you can see clearly that they were designed in Europe, and the quality, honestly speaking, we did a lot of tests with these scopes, and we are selling them for the last 3 years. The quality is on par with all European competitors in this price segment. So we are talking in the price segment of around 1,000 euros. So basically we are talking about Noblex, we are talking about Minox and Meopta, to be honest. The battery for the illumination Inside is CR2032, so a standard battery, and all in all a really compact, light and very modern scope. The reticles are all in the second focal plane. There is only one reticle style available, 4A illuminated, and the dot is really fine and precise. In this particular scope, it measures only 1.6 centimeters and 100 meters at maximum magnification. So it's really precise, it's really fine, and it can be set all the way from 0. The first 6 intensity levels are for low light use, so it's really precise. Then from 7 onwards, they're daytime bright. So a really nice reticle technology. And you can see that in between all the intensity levels, you always have 0. So you can just turn it off, and then the next time when you need it, you can start directly, let's say at the intensity level 3. So it's, or 4. So it is cleverly designed, and with 11 intensity levels, I think also it has enough settings that you are fine in any possible lighting conditions, in low light or at dusk or dawn. The turrets, low profile, capped, normally standard hunting turrets. 80 clicks in 1 revolution, really nice audible clicks. Also, the feel itself, it's, I would say they're even too quick, but they're really audible. So more than decent for a hunting turret, because let's be honest, you zero a scope like this and then you never move the turrets again. They have 12.5 mils of elevation and windage. That's roughly 125 centimeters at 100 meters, more than enough for any kind of mount. If your mount is not completely aligned with the rifle, you will be able to still to zero with this scope. But this is not a long-range tactical scope, so the 12.5 MRADs or milliradians of travel is more than enough. The turrets are multi-turn, no turn indicator and no zero stop. Normally they are normal hunting turrets. If I come to the optical performance, so the magnification range is really like an all-around usable, 2.5 to 10, and 50 millimeter objective lens. I would say 4x zoom. It's a little bit low because majority of scope producers are now going towards 5x zoom or 6x zoom, but still to get a scope which is equally bright, which features equally wide field of view in this price class, it's really, really hard. So it's not a big minus that it only features 4x zoom. It's a basic hunting scope. Majority of hunters don't need more. The field of view at 2.5 is almost 15 meters per 100 meters, so it has a wide field of view. It also has no tunnel effect whatsoever, because honestly speaking, 10-15 years ago, scopes like this, produced in Europe by European manufacturers, they all featured some tunneling effect. Even the Swarovski Z4, if you remember, they're already discontinued, it also had tunneling effect. So Steiner Ranger has no tunneling effect, and this is really, really positive. The light transmission rate is above 90%, so it can be used also in low light. And eye relief is roughly 90 millimeters or 9 centimeters, so you can use it on any kind of caliber. Even on 300 Win Mag, it will not kick you in the face. The eye box is also really good. Again, something very different to older European scopes of this class. We are talking about 1,000 euros approximately. So it's not hard to understand why they sell so well. The scope also features normally a fast focus, which is, I would say, a must-have on all the scope designs these days. And you can see it from first look, it's really, really modern. So if I do a short summary, what I think it's really positive with this scope and what I like, and what are those things that could have been improved. First of all, I like the design. It's really compact and modern. I also like the fact that there is basically no competition to this scope with a 50mm objective lens, or really, really narrow competition. So there is no Zeiss in this class for 1,000 euros. There is no Kahles in this class. The only competitors, real competitors, are Noblex and Minox and Meopta. But Meopta doesn't produce a 50mm objective lens alternative, so basically only Noblex and Minox. Steiner is going strong in this class, to be honest. The illumination is really great because the dot is fine and can be really precisely set. The 11 intensity levels are more than enough, and zero setting on all intermediate stops between different intensity levels, it's a really smart move. Also, that when you're at the highest daytime bright intensity level, you can go to zero. So you have zero on both sides. Very, very smart, and I would say really nice. What I also like is a really good field of view and no tunneling effect. So when you look through the scope, it's really big picture. So you have a feeling that you're looking through the European scope, because this is something what some Japanese and American competitors in this class have problems. If you look, let's say, through similar Japanese scopes, you usually have a smaller image and a little bit narrower field of view than this. Positive is also 10 years of warranty, and the service can be done in Germany, so you're covered. And with a 50mm objective lens and this magnification range, it's a really good all-rounder. What could have been done better? 4x zoom, so 2.5 to 10. It's dying out slowly, to be honest. It is true that not in the 1,000 euros price range. All the scopes which feature 5x zoom and with similar optical quality are going towards 1,500 euros, not 1,000 euros. So in this respect, I understand why they decided for 4x zoom. It is also true that majority of hunters, 4x zoom is more than enough for them. What I also think, it's really compact, but when you look at their 2:8 by 42, which is really a small and light scope, this one could have been done even smaller. But even now with 31 centimeters, it's already compact, so it's not a big thing. I also think that when using gloves, this intensity switch for the illumination control could be a little bit slippery. Again, nothing major. And so if we consider the price point of 1,050 euros, the scope really doesn't have many faults, and there is really not much of improvement that could have been possible. Thank you for watching. Please check our other videos. We have other videos of Steiner Ranger riflescopes and also from their competitors. Normally, if you like our channel, please subscribe.